Welcome to the Larry Dixon Show, presented to you by Local Green Atlanta. If you're looking for food that feeds your soul and your body, listen up. Today's show is brought to you in part by Local Green Atlanta, the ATL's go-to spot for fresh, flavorful, and healthy eats that hit every time. Just minutes from campus, stop by and taste one of our delicious new bowls. Eat well, be well with Local Green. We are live here on the Maroon Tiger Sports Network. I am Sly Williams, and I'm joined by the one and only Coach Larry Dixon. How you doing, Coach?
I'm good. Glad to be here at Local Green. I've been looking for a place to eat healthy, and I found it, so I'm happy.
I think you and me both, man. We found the right place. Go and get one of those delicious new bowls from Local Green. Help take a little bit of this stomach off of an old man.
Well, one thing about it, it may not look like it, but I do try to eat healthy more times than not.
Well, I look like my diet, Coach. I'm not going to lie to you. I look like my diet. Well, Coach, we're here to talk some Maroon Tiger basketball.
Certainly.
Had a very interesting week. Played a big-time scrimmage this week, Coach. Big-time scrimmage. You got the scrimmage, Georgia State. Georgia State, right up the road. Probably depends on where you're at now. It depends on what time of day. Technically, it's about 2 miles away, but it could take 30 minutes to get there.
No doubt. And I've gotten caught in that traffic a couple times already, so I know it takes a little longer than 2 miles, 10 minutes. So, but it's good. Yeah, we got a chance to see where we're at early on. Coach Hayes does a great job with Georgia State. They were big and physical, but it was a challenge for our guys. We had a couple guys sitting out, but I like where we were. We competed. It was a good competitive game, so I'm pleased. We got some things we need to work on, but we'll do that.
All right, Coach. But before we break down this game and jump all the way into the game, Coach, you know, this is a nice home scrimmage right here, exhibition. Sorry, not scrimmage, exhibition. So how do you get the guys prepared for that? What's like your daily game time, game day routine to get set up for that?
Well, anytime we're playing an outside competition or playing anybody else, we treat it like a real game. So the thing about it is we go through our pregame, we have pregame dinner and all that. But we want to start getting acclimated to how we're going to do things on a game day, on a night in, night out basis. So that's how we kind of approached it. But we had a 2-day prep leading up to it, preparing for those guys, and now we'll have another one come up in about a week or two. But I want to show our guys what a game day looks like with me being new here and got some new guys. So that's kind of how we will approach that particular exhibition.
All right, well, let's jump into the game. Okay. Before we jump into the game, Coach, let's take a time to talk about Zaxby's. Fuel your game day with Zaxby's. From saucy wings and tenders to that golden Texas toast, Zaxby's brings the flavor that you crave all day, every day. Zaxby's, indescribably good. All right. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back on the Coach Larry Dixon Show.
The event presents Red Lobster Band of the Year, a title reserved for elite HBCU marching bands. A season-long competition that culminates in Atlanta on Friday, December 12th. Drum majors, percussion, drill, auxiliaries, musicality. All aspects will be examined by the toughest judges in the world of college bands. 4 will qualify for the big stage, where national champions will be crowned. Follow us on social media for rankings updates throughout the season. And join us in Atlanta on December 12th. For event and ticket information, visit bandoftheyear.com.
In communities where leaders are forged and legacies are born, the Southern Intercollegiate Athletic Conference proudly celebrates the accomplishments of current and former students. From the playing field to the boardroom, they are the next generation of entrepreneurs, doctors, and executives.
Leaders rise here. Leaders rise here.
Leaders rise here.
Leaders rise here.
Georgia Access is the marketplace for Georgians to be able to purchase health insurance coverage and dental coverage.
It's important for new and existing enrollees to go in and provide up-to-date information to avoid unnecessary coverage delays.
We're committed to keeping you informed about all the federal changes that impact your eligibility and enrollment. Take advantage of this incredible program. Visit our website at georgiaaccess.gov to select the best plan for your needs.
From the basement of Springfield Baptist Church, former slaves rose from the ashes of slavery to become preachers and teachers, the leaders of the black community. Welcome. 150 years after its founding, Morehouse College is here. Welcome.
We are back here live at Local Green Atlanta, not too far from the AUC, as we get ready for the Coach Larry Dixon coaching show here on the Maroon Tiger Sports Network. Coach, I keep wanting to say the Morehouse Sports Network. It's the Maroon Tiger.
That's all right. That's all. It's all in the same ballpark.
I'm gonna get it. Well, let's break down this game, Coach. You guys started off. You played Georgia State, Division I team that has some sights on going pretty deep in the playoff. I mean, pretty deep in the NCAA tournament this year. So it's a big time opponent you guys played.
Yeah, and I thought it took a little time for us to get adjusted to their size and physicality. But once we did that, I thought we settled in a little bit. They do a tremendous job on the defensive end. I think the week before they had held the University of Georgia to maybe 65 points. So I knew we would have to execute at a high level to score some baskets and get in transition. But they did a tremendous job of getting back and limiting our transition baskets. Because our goal every game is to get 16 points. I call it easies in transition. And they held us under 10, so that was a good job on their part. You got to give them credit there. But I thought our guys fought hard and competed at a high level. Once they settled in, and it was our first time going against somebody else, and having referees out there. So I thought once we adjusted to their size and their physicality, those are the two major things that they had against us. And they had played a game before, so you could tell that they were a little more seasoned or settled in than we were.
Oh, yeah. Well, let's get things the way things started off. We started off with Sincere Key, senior leader, guy who came back.
The Maroon Tigers are back in control offensively after forcing an defensive foul on the Panthers.
Right. But one thing I saw about your team, though, even though they jumped out to a big lead, I want to say it was 27-11. 27-11. You guys didn't fold. You didn't fold and then decided to say, hey.
A defensive foul on the.
Well, we're up 20 down 20. We're going to fight and try to play the right way. I thought once again we settled in, we started sharing the ball a little bit better, and started getting ball reversals, and we got out in transition. So I thought that was the big key to it for that run. So I think we might have cut it to 3. But then we had the ball, then we kind of went in business for ourselves. ill-advised shots, but that's what we got to learn, and that's why this game was so good for us that we're able to teach when we got back and watch film. We saw some of the execution or lack thereof a couple times when we got it close because we were excited. We felt good about ourselves, but that's when we got to slow down and execute at a high level, and then keep executing. So I think we'll learn and grow from that, and that's why these games are so good early on. Gives you a little bit of experience that you can't get in practice because we can kind of stop it and control things like that. But during that game, I thought I loved the fight that our guys showed and how hard we played. And that's why I want fans, our Tiger Nation, to understand when they leave a game, I want them to say, "Dang, that's a hard playing team."
Oh yeah,
and I talked to Coach Hayes after the game and said, "You're gonna be just fine."
I think so. I think so.
So we'll see. But we got to grow from it. We got to learn from it and grow from it.
Well, you guys, you went into the half. You were down by 10, down 39-29. But here's the funny thing about it. You like you said, you guys clawed back in. You were down 3. You got it to 30-27.
Yeah.
And a few ill-advised plays. Did a lucky 3-pointer at the end. You know,
and I take full responsibility for that last 3. That's on me. And I told the guys that at halftime I should have called a different defense to switch everything because we went with the ball. We didn't communicate, and we had 2 guys go with the ball to lead their best player for the open 3. They supposed make those, and that's what signs of a good team is. Anytime you make a mistake, they make you pay, and they made us pay on that one. And I take full responsibility. That was totally on me, and I told the kids that at halftime.
And now here's the thing: you go into the half, you give your halftime speech, and they come back out. Now one thing Georgia State did, they started to go back on the inside, rely on that big 7-footer they had, trying to be physical. And the thing is, we're not going to see many big teams like that in the SIAC. We're not going to see it. But your guys did a great job of fighting back despite the height. They fronted the big guy. I mean, your post player got behind them, and then sometimes they came and helped on them.
Right.
You know, I think you had an active team on defense. And one thing I noticed about them being active on defense, I think they might take that from the coach. You were up and down on the sideline, you're moving, your arms.
Well, one thing about it, I get into it, and I told myself after the game, I got to calm down a little bit. But I want my team to play with great energy, and that's how I roll. And we're going to be active, and I tell our guys all the time, we're going to fly around defensively, and we'll slow down offensively. But defensively, we're going to fly around and scramble, and we work on that type of stuff every day. And then once that shot goes up, we want to limit them to one shot and go get it, and then go down on the offensive end. So yeah, I was pleased at how they flied around and just they were active, and that's why we continue to be defensively. Yes.
Well, that's one thing. You guys were active. That lead kind of jumped up and jumped down. You got it back in the single digits, but then they end up pushing it up a little bit. Finished the game ended up 73-62. You lost by 11. But if you think about it, I mean, you guys playing a team that's probably going to be ranked sometime during the year.
Yeah.
And it being the first game, down by 11. Now, I don't like to lose, Coach.
No, sir.
I don't like to
know what you're going to say. I don't take moral victories well.
But I think this one is a great block to build on, though.
Yeah, not only build on it, we can take lessons and learn from everything. If we win that game, we can learn some lessons. If we lose that game, we can learn some lessons. So we're going to learn from it, build on it, and get better with that. So I'm excited about our guys. I love how hard we played, and we'll be better. We'll get some more transition baskets and things like that. So, again, it doesn't matter the size. It doesn't matter who we're lining up against. We're going to play hard, and we're going to try to execute, especially on the defensive end, and then come back and execute offensively. And we'll learn time to score when we need to go in business for us. Except for when we don't.
There you go. There you go. Well, let's break down some of your scores of the game. Kid I was kind of impressed with. A lot of kids I was impressed with. Logan McCormick, he had 10 points and 10 rebounds.
Right.
And he was 8 from 12 from the free throw line. So he was pretty good shooting from the free throw line.
You know, I love Logan. He does all the dirty work. He's fighting a 7-footer, you know, and he comes up with 10 rebounds, you know, and then he gets 10 points. If he gives me a double-double every night, I can live.
I can live with that.
And he's battled in there. And, you know, he gets 10 points. We don't even run one play for him.
Exactly.
I love that about him. So, and he never complains. Great kid. So he's going to have good things happen for him because he's such a great person off the floor.
Gotcha.
And it goes hand in hand. I truly believe that.
Gotcha. And then Jamonte Hill, guy I like to call like a Swiss Army knife. He ended up with 10 points, 7 rebounds, 3 blocks, 3 assists. Josiah Lawson, he had 12 points. He knocked down a couple of threes, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. And Sincere Key ended up with 15. Now Sincere is a returner. He's a senior on the team. Now this being your first year, Sincere was one of the guys who decided to come back and stay at Morehouse. Can you tell me a little bit about Sincere?
Well, I think one of the things about Sincere, when I first got the job, my first day here, there was 2 guys in the gym working out. It was Sincere and Jamonte. They stayed here all summer, worked on their game, and we've set goals for them. I want those 2 guys, along with Quentin Steele, they're all 3 seniors. I want them to go out with a great senior year.
Yes.
And the only way we're going to be able to do that is not only do they have to work hard, we as a team have to work hard and be dedicated to making sure they go out on a great senior year. And when I first took the job, some of my mentors said, hey, clean house. Get rid of everybody that was there and bring your whole crew in. But I just said, you know, as a parent myself, I'm not going to let those seniors not graduate. So I want to give them the opportunity to go out in a positive way, along with getting their degree. So if guys wanted to come back and make a commitment, I was going to give them that opportunity. So, and Sincere, Jamonte, both were in the gym working. I think Sincere's going to have a big year. He's going to make more shots than he missed. He missed some open ones, but he made some too. So just because he's just putting the work in, it's going to pay off. I tell these kids, and they start laughing at me. So I say, you can't write a check if you hadn't deposited money in the bank. They don't even know what writing a check is. They say, because we do Apple Pay.
Yeah, we got Apple Pay. Apple Pay.
So I think he's going to be able to write a big check for us this year because he's been depositing money, putting money in the bank. So he's going to be just fine. I love a great kid, love him. He's been a leader. When guys don't really want to practice, he's been getting on them a little bit. So he's been doing well for us.
That's all right, man. Good kid, Sincere kid. Got to see him a lot last year. Got to see him a lot last couple of years. But he's a good kid. Definitely a leader on the floor. Definitely a leader on the floor. So our little player spotlight for the day will be Sincere Key. So right now, if you're looking for food that feeds your soul and body, listen up. Today's podcast is brought to you in part by Local Green Atlanta, the ATL's go-to spot for fresh, flavorful, and healthy eats that hit every time. Just minutes from campus, stop by and taste one of our delicious new bowls. Eat well, be well with Local Green. We'll be right back after this quick commercial break.
Georgia Access is designed for those Georgians who don't have dental or health insurance coverage through their employer or other government program like Medicare or Medicaid.
We know that insurance can be complex. It can be even confusing sometimes. So we have help in many different channels. We can help you online, we can help you in person, or we can help you by phone. We have resources in multiple languages, and we have contact center with live representatives available to help you.
I am very proud that we've been able to help over 1 million Georgians get coverage, many of them for the first time. We're going to every corner across Georgia, meeting the needs of every individual community.
Georgia Access is simple and it's one stop.
Take advantage of this incredible program designed specifically for you. Visit our website at georgiaaccess.gov or call our contact center at 888-687-1503 to select the best plan for your needs.
Welcome back to the Coach Larry Dixon Show. We are here live at Local Green, right off the corner of MLK and Joseph Lowry Boulevard. Let's talk a little bit about Local Green. You know, if I'm a guy walking in off the street, what can I expect? What do I need to look at when I'm walking in off the street in the Local Green?
Well, first of all, you look at the whole menu.
Okay.
But secondly, we have a slogan called Eat Well, Be Well, and our menu reflect that. So most of our menu items have a healthy choice. We have rice bowls, which come with different grains, quinoa, rice, or you get it with mixed grains. So we have several proteins you can put on it. You can put your chicken on your rice bowl, you put your salmon on your rice bowl, or your shrimp. So we have several other items that will stir towards your way for healthiness.
Okay, that's great to know. That is great to know, man. One thing I think that definitely affects our community and affects brothers and sisters. Let's be honest, affects brothers and sisters is the lack of healthy options you have, and that's why this is one thing that kind of caught my eye and made me say, "Wow, this is a good thing," because you can find a chicken shack here, you can find a Subway place, a Philly cheesesteak place all over with fried foods and all that. But to have somebody that actually provides a healthy alternative that'll do something for you, not to.
Exactly.
It's a great thing to have.
And it definitely, when you leave out of Local Green, you will feel you will be full, but the food is so healthy, it's so light. You'd be light-footed going up out here because of the freshness and the healthiness of the food.
Oh man, that is awesome. Well, we want to let everyone know Local Green is right here, a couple of blocks away from the AUC. We're on the corner, right around the corner of Joseph Lowry and MLK Drive. Be sure to come and check us out. And not only are you supporting yourself and making yourself healthier, you're also supporting Morehouse. You're showing Morehouse, hey, we support everybody who supports Morehouse. So come on down to Local Green. Come and check us out. Eat healthy. Eat well. Be well.
Eat well. Be well. Here at Local Green.
Oh man, that is great. We're going to take a quick commercial break and then we'll come back with Coach Larry Dixon and we'll end the Coach Larry Dixon Show.
On behalf of the 8 generations of my family who have been in this country, we're going to put a little fuel in your bus. And my family is making a grant to eliminate their student loans.
5 years ago, entrepreneur Robert F. Smith cleared more than $40 million of student debt for the Morehouse College class of 2019. This is a story of how student debt relief can alter the trajectory of one's future.
Use paying forward to our class so we can be set up for success.
This is a real case study of how this can change someone's social economic status.
And what's going to come up, 396 of y'all. If you take this opportunity and now enable 390,000 African American males as a result of what you all did.
To learn more about the film and support, Go to thegift1867.com.
In communities where leaders are forged and legacies are born, the Southern Intercollegiate Athletic Conference proudly celebrates the accomplishments of current and former students. From the playing field to the boardroom, they are the next generation of entrepreneurs, doctors, and executives.
Leaders rise here. Leaders rise here.
Leaders rise here.
Leaders rise here.
ESPN Events presents Red Lobster Band of the Year, a title reserved for elite HBCU marching bands. A season-long competition that culminates in Atlanta on Friday, December 12th. Drum majors, percussion, drill, auxiliaries, musicality. All aspects will be examined by the toughest judges in the world of college bands. 4 will qualify for the big stage, where national champions will be crowned. Follow us on social media for rankings updates throughout the season. And join us in Atlanta on December 12th. For event and ticket information, visit bandoftheyear.com.
Welcome back to the Coach Larry Dixon Show here live at Local Green. We're right outside of the AUC here at Local Green. Well, Coach, Georgia State game, that's out the way.
Right.
Out the memory bank is all good and well and all gone. Your next game isn't until November 11th, Coach. So you got a while. It's October 29th. You got a while to go, Coach.
Yeah. It'll be good for us. It'll be good for us to get a chance to. We got a few little nagging injuries, but it also gives us a chance to work on us and lock in on us and get better at some things. We got to really work on our transition defense and our transition offense. So those are 2 things that I've been working on. I put in my head that I'm going to work on, and we'll be better when the 11 come in those 2 areas. And that's what the next exhibition is supposed to be for us, is improvement and growth. So those are the 2 things that's been stuck in my mind: transition defense and our transition offense. So we've been really working on that, and we'll continue to work on ourselves this week. We'll take a day or 2 off this weekend, work all next week, and then come back Sunday, Monday, be 2 prep days for Talladega. So that's kind of how I envision, that's our plan. But the biggest thing is we got to get better. We got to work on ourselves. It's about us these 2 weeks. We'll be a little selfish and just try to get better.
Sounds like a plan. Sounds like a plan. Well, Coach, I want to let you know before we get out of here, Coach. I know you got a bunch of players on your roster, but every coach is always looking for talent, Coach.
Yes, sir.
If you need any 5'11", 46-year-old power forwards, Coach, I might have a COVID year left, Coach. I never used my COVID year, so I'm ready to come out. Give me about a week or so, get back in shape, Coach, and I'm going to give you 5, Coach.
Slide.
5
I believe you want me to be unemployed and then a soup line. The only thing I got to do is ask the crackers go with that soup. But I'm going to take my chances with the young fellas.
Coach, I got 5 fouls for you, Coach. I got 5 good ones, Coach.
We don't need to put them in the bonus early. But I appreciate that, though. Seriously, though, we'll get better. I hope Maroon Tigers Nation stick with us. We'll be better on November 11th than we were on October 24th, and that's all I'm looking for, is growth and improvement every game, every day. And I tell our guys all the time, it's an opportunity for us to get better, and we can't pass opportunities up, and we'll get better. So we'll be getting better. I want, first of all, before we go, I want to thank all the Spellhouse students, the Spellman students, the Morehouse students. They came out. I thought we had a great crowd. So I want to personally thank them, and I'm going to send another one of my PSA announcements out to them, thanking them personally, and also inviting them to the next game. And then even our alumni and locals from Atlanta, come out and see us, because we want to give our fans an entertainment second to none.
There you go.
And we're going to play hard and go from there. So we're looking forward to it.
I tell you what, the fans were in our mid-season form, because they were out there in mid-season form.
And I think too, I tell you what, I think the DJ, the kids had a great time. And also, before we go, also like to thank Zaxby's for giving us our post-game meal. The kids definitely love that.
Oh, yeah.
My own kids love chicken and love Zaxby's, so you can't go wrong with Zaxby's.
I tell you what, I partake of one of those boxes myself. I partake of one of those boxes. I had to test it out for the team.
There you go.
To make sure the team would be all right. You
No
know,
doubt. That's why I didn't get mine. That's why I didn't get mine.
I'm a team player, Coach. I'm a team player. All right, well, I'm Sly Williams. He's Coach Larry Dixon. This is the Coach Larry Dixon Show, live from Local Green, Atlanta. We'll see you next week on the Coach Larry Dixon Show.